this video is not sponsored by Ewin in any shape or form. The chair was not provided by Ewin, and everything. The only thing that Ewin actually did was ship out the chair to me after I ordered and paid for it. For my sponsors, they will be found on the bottom right-hand corner. They are as follows, and please forgive me because I'm reading the sponsors off the computer. They are G Fuel, and a computer company that is based in England, or to be more precise, the UK. I normally don't do product reviews on my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel, but I felt that this was warranted. But before I get into that, let me state that this video is a little odd in the sense that while it is a sponsored video, my sponsors can be found in the bottom right-hand corner. Ewin is not sponsoring this in the least. Ewin did not give me a chair. This was paid out of pocket. And having said that, it's going to be a more fair review than most. When I first won a gaming chair, I went, oh man, it's going to be a really good, comfy chair, good for comfort for sitting in. Well, let's talk about this comfortable chair. Let's talk about this this neck pillow that's like right here that I have to lean into. Let's talk about this wonderful pillow that the chair is being held up by. Oh, would you look at that? It's broken. This actually broke the instant that I assembled my chair. This isn't something that's new. It happened the instant it was assembled. It even broke during one of my casts while I was casting the assembling of this chair. But Ewin did send me a new pillow. Now, let me show you what the one that broke looks like. I have to turn off the chroma key for a second for this. The old pillow, which is what I have in my hand, it broke right here, as this is a connecting bit. I don't know how well you can see that. And this is a part that goes onto the other one. If you look real closely, you see that like top portion right here. That little hole is where the thread goes, is where the fabric goes through on the plastic. And that's this part right here, and it's sewn shut like that. My finger is kind of blocking the image. It's sewn shut like that with this part being through. But the fabric came undone and the plastic came off. So, here's one that isn't broken. As you can obviously see the difference in it. So let's put the one that isn't broken onto the pillow. Let's put the pillow onto the chair. I'm working with less room than I normally have for this. Let me just move my chair to make this a little bit easier on me. There it is. And I'm gonna turn the chroma key back on. Now, I mean, well, at least the arms are really good and they're really sturdy. I mean, just look at... Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. The pillow itself that came in took 2 weeks for it. Here's a broken one still. 2 weeks for a little pillow. And it was in a box. This thing is small enough to actually fit into the post office box, but they use FedEx, which has constantly lost packages for me. So what they did is they sent a replacement that could have fit into the mailbox by a courier that I've had frequent problems with. And add on top of this, the only way to contact customer service about this issue, or about any issue, was through their live chat, which did not keep their normal hours that were listed because I live in the Eastern Standard Time Zone as well, and they did not keep the hours that were stated onto their website. So 2 weeks for something that could have taken 1 week by a courier that I had issues with, and I told them about. And then immediately after I got the pillow, the arm broke. And I'll tell you a little story about how this arm broke. I was sitting in the chair yet again, and I had the arm of the chair raised all the way up. Okay? I took my arm, and I was sitting like this, except it was raised as high as it'll go. And I took my arm off of it to scratch the back of my left shoulder. Chair broke. The entire thing slammed as far down as it can go. It would have dislocated my shoulder had I not had to scratch my shoulder for it, my opposite shoulder. It would have dislocated my right shoulder. I would have had a broken armchair as well from that. And instead, I didn't get injured. I just had the broken part. And it was immediately after I got the pillow. So I went back to Ewin, and I'm like, I want a refund. Their response was, oh, it's been more than 15 days since you've had since the initial purchase. You can't refund the chair. And for that reason alone, you're kind of fucked. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do? They're like, oh, well, you still have this 5-year warranty. So what we'll do is instead, we'll give you replacement parts. And for the replacement parts, they said 15 days. Now, it didn't take the entirety of the 15 days. It took 7. Yeah, it took a week, but that's not really what I wanted. I wanted a refund because this thing was falling apart faster than they could actually send parts. And their only means of communication didn't keep the hours that they kept. To say the least, I am not impressed by their customer service. And talking to the customer service through this online chat system that they have, which is their only means, there is no phone number so that you can contact them directly and actually speak to them, meant that I essentially had to go through that particular channel. And it was not easy. I still have this chair, and the instant that I was being put through that, I got another chair. I'm probably not going to use this one on stream ever again. The chair that I got as a replacement was a cheap office chair. It cost about $100. I spent about another $99 on it so that I could have it professionally assembled, so I wouldn't have to assemble it myself like this chair. And I've had that chair almost a week, and nothing has broken off of it. Not a fucking thing. I've had this chair nearly a month, and the arm has broken, a pillow broke, and I have to do repairs for it. And I'm like, it's not worth it. And anytime something's going wrong with it, every fucking time something's going wrong with it, they've responded by acting like John Candy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles of saying, how do you break a fucking car chair, essentially. And for those of you who have not seen that movie, well, do I have a treat for you.
How can you break a car seat? It's impossible.
What do you mean it's impossible?
You want to drive?
No, I don't. Why did you do this?
Look, I'm not going to be held responsible for faulty engineering.
Oh, well, this is comfortable. This is really comfortable.
Alright. I mean, that was the entirety of the whole conversation. So now I'm going to be putting this together. I'm going to trick Ewin into tweeting this out. And why? Because this is the worst fucking chair I have ever owned. I've had 2 previous chairs. This is my 3rd one. I have a 4th one behind the green screen. You can't see it because it's this is clouding it. Matter of fact, if I didn't have the green screen up, you'd see the chair. So what I'm going to do is, on this recording, is I'm going to disassemble this part and install this. Come on, you bastard. Okay. Alright. Here's essentially the broken bit. Now, I can't actually see what broke out of it, but I can see that it's going to be an easy repair. I actually have the fucking parts. There. Now. I just need to make sure it's not broken, that's all. Okay, it's not broken. It's just being difficult. Now, this thing does not want to go back in. Wow. Okay. Absolute piece of... Okay. Oh, I see why. Go. Now, I need to tighten this. can't tell if it's going in or tightening or doing anything at this point. Not a damn thing. I'm not surprised by these cheap pieces of shit. There. This is what it's actually like to own a gaming chair. Constant repairs. And endless bullshit. This isn't going in. This is a pain in the ass. Alright. The other one. Alrighty. For fuck's sake. Here we go. Can't be sure if I'm making any progress this time around. I'm gonna have to actually go under the chair. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to do. They say it's like a car chair. Huh. Yeah, that's because you have to do all the repairs upside down. This rotten piece of shit. I think I got it this time. Yeah, now I got it. That's one. Alright, that's two. There. The repair is complete. Now, I have a fully repaired gaming chair. Problem is, I don't like this piece of shit. So I'm just going to use this as an extra gaming chair from now on. And if something were to happen to my office chair, I'll switch to this piece of shit. But here's my recommendation for all of my viewers. Here's a recommendation for everyone. Don't buy a gaming chair. Buy an office chair. Look for something that is actually good for your posture. I've heard that gaming chairs cut off your circulation. I didn't hear about that until after I purchased this. I don't know if that allegation is true, but allegedly it is. So I heard that they cut off your circulation. I put this fucking thing on backwards, didn't I? Fuck! Yeah, it would have to come off completely. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Did I put this? No. Yeah, I did. This part's supposed to... Yep, that's backwards. Oh, fuck. I have to do this all over again. Alrighty. That was my mistake. But... Wow. Why didn't it stay like that the first time? Probably because I put it in wrong. That's another thing I don't like about these chairs, is that if you have to do any repairs for them, your ass is on your own for essentially doing any repairs. There was no note. There was nothing. There was just the parts, as though I worked for fucking Ewin. I most certainly do not. That didn't want to move. There. Alright, now it's fully repaired. That last bit was my fault. But I'm not an employee of Ewin. I don't know how to put these together. I made a mistake putting the arm on because I put it on backwards. So it should be pretty obvious that if something goes wrong, they will send you the parts and they'll expect you know how to put it together. Good fucking luck with that. Nothing's labeled. Now, I would highly recommend not getting a gaming chair, especially from Ewin. This thing has fallen apart on me twice. I've requested a refund. I have not gotten a refund. I've gotten parts every time. And that's not my only complaint, is that it's a broken chair, but that should be enough to go on. I stand at 5'6". I'm a short guy. If I go in a grocery store, I have issues getting stuff off at the top shelf. Not a tall individual. So, at the chair's lowest setting, absolute lowest, I'm barely touching the floor. And this is their smallest chair that they make. So, yeah, it's not that great for shorter people. The chair itself is, the tilt function is stiff. The only way I've ever been able to get it to tilt is by taking off the lumbar pillow and taking off the neck rest. Now, that makes their whole tilt function that they like to advertise as being not that functional. And the lumbar pillow, since it's not clipped into position, it's not magnetically snapped in position, it's essentially on two separate straps, and the straps are in the run through the front to the back of the chair. It slides, and because it slides, it's also a curved pillow. And because it's curved and it slides, when you get up to, say, use a restroom, get something to drink, or something of that nature, it'll slide down, and when you get back, the chair will slowly kind of push the person that's sitting in the chair out of the chair. And really, this is the only part of the chair that does the person that's sitting in any favors, because you don't want to be sitting in an Ewin chair. And if one of the pillows is actually pushing you out of the chair, it's doing you a fucking favor. None of this is scripted. It was partially planned at most, but I didn't even want to repair the arm of this chair. You don't know how close I came to saying, fuck it, let's get someone to throw it away. But that's the last time I'm repairing this chair. It's the last fucking time. And it is an Ewin chair. I'll even let you have a look at it. Oh, the pillow's upside down. Huh. Let me just quickly fix that for you. So many mistakes. That's the one thing I've been consistent about on this recording, is mistakes. There. So, there you have it. It's a terrible chair. It's broken on me twice, and I'd have to say the absolute worst part of the customer service is their complete unwillingness to give tracking numbers, like shipping tracking numbers, for their parcel service. Ugh. They were like, oh, we'll send you an email for the tracking on the arm. They never did that. We'll send you an email for the tracking of the chair. They never did that. I got a tracking number for the pillow, the chair, but not the arm. I never got a tracking number for the arm. Matter of fact, they didn't even let me know that this was being shipped. I am so fucking angry at this. I'm angry at the lack of directions. I'm angry at the lack of assistance. I'm angry at the amount of time that has taken for parts to arrive. And right when they told me that they didn't... that it was going to take like 15 days for this because they were technically out of stock, and seeing how shitty of a chair it is, it's pretty easy to see that. I was immediately informed that they had a new chair coming out while I was waiting for parts on this one. Don't buy Ewin. Just don't. I know that the sponsors are like, this is such a great chair. It's not. It's not. In order for this thing to even be comfortable, I have to remove the fucking pillows, both the lumbar and the neck support bullshit, and I tried like sitting back in it, and here's the thing, I don't like a neck at my pillow. Personal preference. I like a pillow to be behind my head, right there. You know, I want it to be up here, not down here. That kind of gave me the opinion of, what are you doing? The design of this chair is fucking terrible. It's not designed for anyone that's like 5'6" or shorter. It's not designed for longevity. That's just an outright fucking lie on their website, at least from my experience, as this thing has fallen apart multiple times. I haven't even had this thing a year. I haven't had the opportunity to put this thing through its paces, and it's garbage. So I'm gonna end this video by saying, don't buy this chair. I even had trouble getting the arm on the chair because they didn't have any directions. Ugh.